the B team.
Damn, come on, man. Pick a spot.
Stay
there.
I had to do that. I had to do it. Continue. All right, so Mike, over to you.
Click.
All right, so for those wondering, the B team is back.
Yeah, we're back.
And we're better than ever.
Oh, yeah.
Mike is here. I don't know why I did the intro for him.
I am here. I'm always here. What
Mike
you mean?
is here. But there's going to be a lot of confusion about what just happened. So
Gassie's here.
Producer Gass is here.
You're here.
And he told us two things basically not to do, which was don't have your lips on the mic, which we did right before it, and then click the pen. So we took it upon ourselves to do both.
Golf
right
shirts today?
Golf shirts.
Both of us.
I don't know. You walked in a golf shirt that has graphs all over it.
Yeah. So I went to Golf Galaxy today.
Did you buy that shirt today?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
so I bought two shirts.
Do they sell the half off? When
yes.
you buy one?
Yes, they did. So I got that deal. I bought two shirts. I bought 3 pairs of shorts, much needed, and then I bought 50 bowls.
Wait, the shorts?
Yeah.
Dude, how nice are the shorts? Walter Hagen shorts?
Yes.
They sell the buy one, get one. Dude, so nice, right? Did you put your hands in the pockets yet?
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
It's like silk.
So soft.
It's amazing.
So soft. We are no free ads, but Walter Hagen's doing something right in the shorts game.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Also, Ben Hogan is another brand. Shout out to them.
I think Walter Hagen.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I got
what
the shorts on.
Did you see the shirt there?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Right?
I love it. You got the oranges? Not peaches.
Oranges.
Okay.
Oranges.
Much needed today. I had to get some shorts, some new shirts as well. It was perfect today. The weather was great. Mm-hmm. So I went to Sawmill, Andy Casala, Joey, shout out to you. Andrew, shout out to you. Played at Sawmill. We played 18, and then I proceeded to play an extra 9 on the back 9 of Sawmill. Shot a 49, so massive progress. Breaking 100 is going to happen. I just don't know when. But it was a good day. But first and foremost, before we're going to move on from that, I just want to give a great shout out and a thank you to Eddie Albertson, Joey Schmidt, for hosting us and having us help you guys out on the par 3, hole 8, right off of Illick's Mill. I had a great time. I mean, you guys will see the footage.
It's already out. It's already out. They saw it. So we can actually talk about it if you want to.
That's fine. I mean, I had a blast. So we played at 8 a.m. in the morning. Me, you, Tony. Shout out to Tony Silva. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Michael Curdy. Had a blast. I think we shot like 6 over.
It was so bad. But we 3-putted 4 holes in a scramble.
The putts were really bad. But Tony with the drives was keeping us clutch, keeping us in it at least. Curdy had some good irons, good draws. You had some really good irons as well and wedges. Great putts. You saved us on the putts. I was kind of in the mix there. Had a couple of shots that we used. I don't really remember much, but it was hot that day. It was hot. It was for a great cause, though. I had so much fun. Mm-hmm. And then after we shot 18, me and Muller walked our asses from the clubhouse to the par 3.
That was crazy. All right. I love this tournament and all, but...
Intervene. Go ahead.
Like, y'all had the 2 drunkest guys on the course.
Who not driving a cart. You know what? Shout out to them for that.
Honestly, think about that. Yes, I get that completely. But you had us struggling to carry 2 coolers in everything we had from the furthest point on the golf course to the closest point of the clubhouse. And, I mean, it took us forever. Like, you're telling me no one could have come picked us up?
No, we didn't have the pull.
We were zigzagging down the holes trying to find our way back to the clubhouse.
Granted, we were also in a caddy suit.
Yeah, we looked like
a literally one-piece suit, long sleeves, long pants. It is
scorching
85
hot.
Plus out, bro. Scorching. It was so hot. So when we got there, luckily we had a tent. And the hole that we were at, we had like a little activity pot of gold. So there was a circle around the pin. And if you got it within that circle or inside the area of the circle, you would win a certain amount of money. I don't even know how many people hit it when we were out there. I think there was one person, and that was in Eddie Albertson's group.
Yeah.
For some reason, he said that he didn't, but he definitely, yes, they did.
Yeah.
But
I think he lied just to...
no, that one dude...
He didn't want to be in there just because he was running the tournament. But
Eddie didn't even get close. He was the only one who didn't hit it in. Eddie, dribbled his.
It was just Rymac, right?
No, it was, in that group.
Yeah.
It was Eddie and then his 3 buddies.
Well, yeah, I know that. But who got in?
I think his name was Tony. And he had by far the closest shot. 100% was in the circle. Like, I saw it. I'm like, there's no way in hell that this is not a success for the pot of gold. So we had that going, which was awesome, by the way. But I think when our tea time, only 4 or 5 people get it in that.
It was
area?
5 guys. So only 6 on the day, I think, got in. Massive pot of gold for them.
Oh yeah,
massive.
Absolutely.
Great payout.
Yeah, that's a nice payout right there, just for a par 3 shot. But I couldn't have asked for a better holder. You know what's funny? Because I feel like before that happened, I at least was kind of against it because it looks you get cars driving by, like it's going to be kind of a pain in the ass. No interference with them whatsoever.
It was incredible.
Perfect.
It was incredible.
I was so happy with it. We had a tent, we had our cooler, we had the speaker, and people watching us as we're just hooliganing around, acting a fool. And these guys are like, what the hell are these guys doing here? Who hired these guys?
They loved it. Hate to toot our own horn, but they loved it.
I think we brought the energy big time.
I think we earned a invite back.
I mean, I hope so. I mean, hopefully we could be on a different hole next time, but I'm okay with it. But I'm willing to absolutely go back, maybe without the caddy suits, but I feel like that made a difference.
No, I think you have to wear them again. It's one of those things like they're going to know exactly who you are now.
Yeah, that's true.
You have to.
We could have used more subscribers, so screw y'all, but thank you for subscribing anyways.
We should talk our way into having that pot of gold in that par 3 that's like in the middle of the course so we can have a little more shade, I think. You know?
And I think that one's a lot easier, in my opinion, because it's the yardage difference on that is way smaller.
I get it. The pot of gold is always on that hole, but at some point we got to look in the mirror and be like, we're going to kill these guys. Like, we're in long sleeves and pants, this jumpsuit. I mean, just look at the thumbnail. Mike died on the bench.
Dude, it was hot, man. Like,
you couldn't feel your nuts.
Hot.
You couldn't feel your nuts.
I couldn't feel my nuts. I didn't go to bed until 4 a.m. Man, that was a long, long day, but it was so fun. We were putting bets all over the place. The one that we had riding the whole time was 3 out of 4 of the guys in the group. You get it on the green, but you said if it just hits the green. No, bullshit. If it gets on the green.
Changed after like the 5th
shotgun. We were
like, screw it,
adjusting the bets nonstop.
Yeah.
Because we were getting too drunk. We're like, dude, number 1, we don't have enough beer. Number 2, my eyes are cross-eyed.
The amount of times that they would have their first 2 go, and it was like so clear that they were the worst 2 in the group, and they would miss the green, and we'd be like,
you know what, 2 out of 4.
We'd be like, yes, but hey, if you get 2 out of 4, we'll still shotgun. And then the next 2 guys are just sticks, put it right next to the hole.
Yeah. Well, I was also like trying to pick and choose, like the one, I think it was the Kane group. Like, I asked the one dude, like, yo, how's the pops? Like, is he good?
And he goes, I would take that bet.
I was like, if I bet him to get on the green, I'll shotgun. Like, should I take it? He's like, I'll take it. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, all right. So throwing bets around, we're shotgun. We're having a great time. We may be shotgun, at least me, 6 to 8 beers.
No, easily.
Like, and that was, we were drinking in the morning too. Transfusions, Trulies.
Yeah.
We were everywhere.
But
again, Eddie, Joey, if you guys listen to this, thank you guys so much. We really enjoyed it. Again, like that was our first B team event, like probably one of our bigger events that we've been a part of. So I'm very thankful for you guys just having the opportunity to do that. Would love to do it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
And looking ahead to next year, I mean, honestly, if we get into that middle par 3, we'll have shade. We can actually set up our equipment where it's not overheating. We can do a whole show from there. Like, there's so many options if we can just get it there. Like, obviously, put us wherever you guys want, but if you
got to bring our clubs next time.
If you want the full experience, we got to bring our clubs.
Yeah, we messed up there.
Like, 2 cases of beer, not just one.
But I think we were prepared enough, though.
Also,
like, I feel like
we
did
more prizes, you know? By that time, we'll probably have our golf gear together.
Prizes, yes. Agreed.
So, we'll have a bunch of stuff for next year.
Also, the putting challenge when we were playing that 8 a.m. tee time. Why was I so close? Was I the closest one?
Timeout.
We forgot about that.
Yes, but let's not even talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that we had B team chance at the putting contest finale when you and I didn't even make the putt. And
you're the only guy to putt.
And we ended up putting.
I made you putt.
Yeah.
I'm like, get your ass up there.
Gassy, we get to the putting green. I'm like, oh, Mike, let's go over here and like mess around with these guys, get our faces out there. We go over there. We're messing with the last two
I'm like,
guys.
get up there, bro.
Eddie goes, last person here. He putts. And all of a sudden, you just hear, like, I think it was Kakamo.
Kakamo.
He started, and you just hear, B team, B team, B team. And we're like, all right, I guess we're putting. I step up. I have this Scotty Cameron putter in my hands.
He's gone.
I'm literally like falling over the ball, and I see 3 holes ahead of me. And I'm like, fuck, all right. I launched this thing off the green. I watched the video back. It felt like in the moment, I walked away from the green. I was like, all right, that was a pretty good putt. Just missed. I looked back. That putt was so bad.
Yeah.
I put it like 10 yards off the green.
You had a good line. You just smoked it.
I smoked it, dude.
Yeah.
I hit that thing like a driver.
That was such a necessary video, though. Like, I'm so glad that I was like, Colin, you're putting this, bro.
Yeah.
I don't, because I can't. Like, you can.
You see me in the video, I walk up to the ball with nothing in my hands. I look at them. I'm just like, I need a putter. I need a putter.
The guy walked away with the putter. Like, he just started going to get another beer and some food.
Yeah.
We're like, yo, dude, we need the putter. Like, where are you going?
Of course, it was a Scotty Cameron. It's not just some run-in-the-mill putter. It's a Scotty Cameron.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What
a day.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, man. What a day. You know what, though? Like, it's one of those where you're just thankful that the weather was nice and it was not rained out and just a bunch of... I mean, people were going to play it regardless. But
Oh, yeah.
That was really fun. I'm excited for next year.
Absolutely. And then golf-wise, coming up, I believe we have Breaking 35 next Tuesday. And then the week after, Scramble, right? Scramble, and maybe one other after that. We'll have to see. We have some matches coming up as well, so if we can get those all edited, we'll have those out towards the end of July as well.
Darius,
hopefully. So
if you're here, we'll get you going. I know you hit me up, so we'll get you.
And then Alex Kakamo we're doing. So
Bailey, we'll get you. You're now on the, not the bottom of the wait list, but you're in mine. Don't worry. I ain't forgetting about you. But,
so we'll get a bunch of these going. Yeah, so we have a lot of good content coming out in the golf game. But
so you're doing Breaking 35. I think we're due for that. It's been a little bit,
dude.
Yeah, how do you think I feel with Breaking 100? I know.
The tough thing about Breaking 100 is one thing. I don't want to like minimize what you're doing here because, I mean, it's tough, it's brutal, but like Breaking 100, I feel like you got so much wiggle room. Where as for me, if I bogey a hole. It's like you're at the point where you have to birdie at least 1 or 2.
No, agreed.
To even shoot par. And some of these courses, it's a par 35. So we're doing Breaking 35. That's basically telling me I got to shoot under par.
Mm-hmm. I just think we're due for a video, though. I mean, it's been, we only have like 2 right now, right? 2 Breaking 35 videos.
3.
We have 3?
3.
But it's been a little bit, I feel like.
It has. So this one's coming out.
And again, we don't.
You got to watch till the end because hole number 1, you're going to think this is done. No.
Going.
You got to keep watching. It is something.
I think it's time.
It is something.
I know I said this before. We're like, oh, we should break our goals. I'm okay, Gassy. We'll break our goals.
Good for right now.
We'll break our goals at Sawmill and then move on. I think, honestly, like,
bro,
let's
Sawmill is so hard. We just have to break it. We got to break our goals somewhere.
At this point, it's like, let's just find a course and then just, like, I'm down for Allentown. Like, Sawmill, I'm so used to, but I don't know, man. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to make excuses.
It's time.
But it's
time.
It's time to move on. I mean, we're very thankful for Sawmill, too, but we can always go back there. We know that, but I think for footage-wise and just having a new course,
we need to spice it up. We need to
agree.
Need
we need a little pizzazz to it. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
We need this little switch up, a little visual switch up. Mm-hmm. But hey, talking about switching it up, let's switch it up here. We got a fun ranking system today. So it's kind of like a snake draft, kind of not. We're all on the same team, but we are going to be doing our power rankings going into this season.
Top 10 power rankings
heading
into 2024. Not now. Heading into 2024.
This is what we think it's going to be.
Who we think the best teams, top 10, are going to be.
How are the picks working? We're going Mike with the first pick. So we'll
start at 1, though.
Yep. So number 1.
And then go through to 10.
I'll have 2. Gassy's got 3.
Gassy? Is that okay?
You're in, right?
All right. There it is.
There we go.
So I'll start off.
Wait. Because there's 10 teams, should we all state a case for what our 10th team is going to be?
That works.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
All even and fair in this world.
All right, here we go. So top 10 power rankings heading into 2024 draft style. Number one, obvious choice, easiest choice, probably just as good as Caleb Williams not going number one in the draft. It is the Kansas City Chiefs. They have only gotten better and will continue to be the face of the franchise and the face of the league. So Kansas City Chiefs, number one.
Yeah, so I got some things to say about the Kansas City Chiefs. Number one, they're going for a three-peat, and that's going to be incredibly hard, but I think they have it. But here's the big question. Travis Kelce's talking a big game. He's saying, lay it on me. He's saying a lot of sus type of things in the media. I don't know that his head's in the game. He's going on tour with Taylor Swift. Now he's a part of her set. He's a butler in it. He's fluffing up her face. Is he actually training? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. So that's my only question. Is Patrick Mahomes, number one wide receiver, going to have his head in the game? But at that point, I do agree with you. Chiefs are the favorite, should be the favorite.
Not overthink it there. But I like your points.
You know what I mean? Like, we've seen it before.
We've seen it before, but yeah, it's a Chiefs.
Yeah, and we're gonna go with it.
I love that you try to stir something up.
Number two pick, Ravens. Super team.
Okay.
Super team. But they got to win the division first.
Okay. You know what's funny? I thought about that too because they just got Derrick Henry. Mm-hmm. Lamar's got pressure. John Harbaugh is still the guy. Defense is still there. This is the time now. Mm-hmm. You got no excuses.
They're officially a super team.
They are. Listen, they don't have the greatest receiving core. Having Mark Andrews back is going to be a massive boost to the team, but they're going to run the ball. They're going to utilize Derrick Henry like crazy. They got to play their game. They can't make mistakes.
And Zay Flowers has to step up.
Yeah. Listen, couldn't ask a lot from him as a rookie year. He'd agreed. No,
that's
what
I mean. Like now he's a year in.
Yep.
We got to start seeing that progression. You can't take a step back here.
I like that.
Over to you guys. I think I know where this one's going.
Number 3, you guys already know what I'm going to say. The San Francisco 49ers.
Yep.
With Brock Purdy.
Yep, there it is.
Every single year, they have this quarterback, and they have a good team around him with Kyle Shanahan. They're going on a deep playoff run in the NFC. 49ers, number 3.
Yeah, and going off of that, Mike, you had a little interesting something to talk about here, I believe, with Ayuk.
Oh, yeah.
Am I wrong?
Yep. So, Gas, oh, my God, I can't even see you. I got this light just in my eyes, just destroying my pupils. Ayuk is going through a little bit of some turmoil with the Niners right now. A little bit. They're not on the same page. He's kind of leaning towards hanging out with Jaden Daniels and maybe looking elsewhere and not playing with the team. They don't want to meet his number. They think that his number is way more than the Niners want to pay him.
Do we know what that number is?
Oh, it's probably absurd. It's probably absurd. Think about it. He's got the numbers to back it up, but how much is he asking for? Is he asking for $20 million a year, $18 million a year? Are you paying that?
There should be a rule where, like, if this whole contract thing drags out for a month or more, you should be forced by law to release the number that you're asking for. Mm-hmm. Because you have all these fans on your side saying, well, the numbers back it up. Like, they should be paying them. Like, they need them, blah, 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 all this stuff. All right, but that could change if he releases the number and he's like, well, I'm asking for $800 million. It's like, well, what are we talking about here, dude?
Listen, they're always going to highball that. Like, it's obvious. That's the standard. They're going to put the biggest amount that they can, and they're going to try their best. That's how you got to do it. When it comes to negotiations, you're putting your highest number out there, and you're working from there.
Yep.
I just think that gap between his highest number and the Niners' lowest number, or their highest possible number, the range is just not maybe $10 million off. And that's a lot of money, dude. Like,
and that's the other thing. Like,
how much does he deserve is the question. Like, my guess is like $8 to $10 million. I think that's fair.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, he should be forced to release this by law, because if he's asking for a number that is insane and it's being compared to like Jefferson and what CeeDee Lamb's asking for, some of these guys who everyone's kind of consistent, they're 1 and 2, and it's like, all right, if he's asking for their money, is he in that discussion for number 1 and number 2? I don't really think he is.
Yeah.
You could argue top 5 he could be in a discussion for, but top 2, I can't really make an argument for him.
We've come to a time now in the league when it comes to contracts and the amount of money that people are asking, where now I feel like a lot of these players that are due for a new contract are comparing themselves to different players in the league and their numbers.
Yeah.
Like Ayuk's probably looking at guys like, I mean, Garrett's due for a contract, but he's not ready. Amon-Ra, for example, or like the top guys, CD. Like he's looking at his numbers.
Amon-Ra deal is ridiculous.
For sure. Well deserved, though. Great player. Young,
Sure.
24. He's going to get it, and he's going to lead that team far. But anyways, I think that his number is going to be going off of whatever receiver and himself have very identical numbers. And if he has a contract, they work from there. If he doesn't have a contract, that's where he's like, okay, like, let me look at the next guy who has a contract and see how his numbers compare to mine, and then work the number from there. Obviously, you want to cross the line a little bit, but again, they just drafted Ricky Pearsall. If they figure out what they're doing with Debo, this whole conversation is going to be done. He's going to be gone. But do the Niners? I don't believe that the Niners want to keep him. I think in their situation where they're at, where they're going now, they're going to have to pay Brock. They have McCaff still. They have Debo. They have a massive, massive defense that are probably due for some contracts. They're not going to be able to pay what he wants. Everyone knows that, which is why we're in this situation in the first place. I just don't see them somehow bringing it back unless it's lowball number, 10 million, 12 million. And that's probably, I think, in my opinion, the furthest they'll go.
So there's a part of me that, as we keep talking about this, I start to feel bad for him.
Because he deserves a contract, but he doesn't deserve, like, this is kind of like Trevor, bro. Like, Trevor deserves a contract, but did he deserve a contract worth that much money? I didn't say that before. Trevor got a lot of money, bro. Is he worth that much? Not right now. But in the future, can he? Possibly. But he didn't deserve that much money, but he deserved a contract.
But you kind of just said, in a way, what I was going to say, where it's like, I feel bad for him because there's other guys that are going to get money. You see it all the time in like the NBA and some of these other leagues, like especially in soccer. Like guys get paid a lot of money to play for a certain team that they've been with because their value and worth to that specific team is so, like, it's up there. It's like up there with Tom Brady's worth to what it was with the Patriots. You know what I mean? And like when you look at Ayuk with the Niners, it's like, all right, if he leaves, are the 49ers done? No. Like, they don't even have to pick someone up and they're not done. So there's other guys in the league that, like, if they left, the team's probably kaput. Like, if Trevor leaves the Jags, right in the gutter. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, they would have to bring in a huge name to play quarterback, and even then, you don't really know what you're going to get. At least with Trevor, you know what you're going to get. You have a guy that's been there, knows the team, knows the area, is an important person in the area. Like that, all that stuff goes into a contract. And I'm not saying Ayuk's not an important person or a good person there.
Yeah,
like,
I was going to stop you. He definitely is. And
I'm more talking about his, like, does his
just
value,
his value, his own value, his self value,
49ers,
yes,
as big as some of these other guys that are getting paid? And I don't think
no, that makes sense. And the thing is too, like, you have
Ayuk,
to,
I love you.
No, like Gassie's a big Ayuk fan. I am a big Ayuk fan.
I am too. Like I love the guy. I would take him on my team in a heartbeat.
The fact that we're here in the first place just goes to show that the Niners are super high on Ricky Pearsall. Like, if they find a way where they actually can keep him for a very low deal, this team is fucking loaded. Mm-hmm. Like, better than before.
They went
because you got
5, dude.
Debo, who is injury prone, but that's a number one. Ayuk's your number 2 and Pearsall at number 3. Like it's. I feel like it's crazy to say, but like you have too many weapons to afford, and like you don't want to ever be in that position where it's like, oh, I'm going all in. We're gonna be so freaking down bad financially after this year. But I think they're trying to play their cards right, where they can at least have a little bit more cap space than they could have if they would have signed Ayuk for this deal, however long it is. So I don't know what's going to happen. My guess is that he's probably going to get traded somewhere because they just don't want to deal with it. They drafted Ricky for a reason. He's going to fill the role. But if that's what I'm saying, you got to figure out what's good with Debo first. Because if Debo's another guy who's just going to be like, oh, like, I want this amount of money, but you let Ayuk go, now you're going to let me go. Like, you're either going to pay me or I'm going to walk. If you don't meet this number, I'm gone. So they got to really play their cards right in this situation for not just Ayuk, but Debo as well.
And I can make an argument for Debo there because it's like he kind of brings that flash element to the team where he can take some pressure off McCaffrey every now and then.
Just a yards after catch machine, bro.
Like Ayuk, I think he's phenomenal, but he doesn't take pressure off of McCaffrey. Like he can't. You're not seeing them hand the ball off to him. You know what I mean? And if they did, I don't even think it would work. I don't think it would work. Like Debo, he can play anywhere on the field, and I think it works. You could put him at safety, and he would have flash. He would be probably one of the best safeties in the league. But yeah, that it's real interesting what's happening there. It really is.
That's good combo though. I mean, I'm my guess if I had to think is he's either going to get. I don't even know if they're going to pick up his 5th-year option or if he has that eligibility to. If he doesn't even have that, I think they move off of him. Mm-hmm. But they found a way. If they find a way to get him back, they're all in, and they're going to be back in the Super Bowl. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yep.
So that's number 3. So Gassy with the Niners here. So I'm number 4. I'm stuck between 2, but I just love where this team's heading, and I would love to take my own team, but I'm not going to put them there yet because I know you will. I'm going to put the Lions at 4. I just think they haven't really lost anyone. They focused on defense in the draft, and they're finally have that collective group that's getting to know each other's play style. Jameson Williams, we still haven't seen his potential. If he could be unlocked, I mean, sky's the limit for this team. Sky is the limit. Jared Goff will be back. Jahmyr Gibbs, we saw what he can do. Having Monty there, dude, that offense is lethal. Great O-line. Lions at 4. I don't think anyone's mad about it.
All right, my pick?
Yep.
Yeah, nothing really to say there. I'm going to put
Do it.
What?
Do it.
All right, fine.
No. Do.
I'm taking the Texans.
Okay.
I'm putting them at 5.
All right, guys, you got to do it now.
So the thing with the Texans for me, and I'm putting them there because of last season and what I think they can do, but the Stephon effect, we have to be aware of it. He's a cancer. Over to you, guys. You don't have to do it.
Do it, bro. We're due.
I do have to do it. I wasn't going to do it. I have to.
You have to.
It's
like,
the Jets right here.
Look at this list, bro. It's got to be. I think that's so fair. I think that's fair because, okay, let's look.
The
Bengals
Bengals could possibly.
The Eagles could too. The Bills, no. The Cowboys, sorry, no. But they're maybe. Like any of these
Cowboys
like,
are beating the Jets this year.
The Dolphins can, the Browns can, Packers and Falcons, no. Like it really just depends on who you think potentially is going to be the best team.
What we're betting on is Aaron Rodgers. We're just saying, look, we have a great roster. We have Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. If he just stays on the field, they're top 10 easily.
I like it.
It sucks that we don't get the Cowboys-Jets game again this year.
I know. Yeah, I don't want to dive into the Jets here. But
no, there's nothing to dive into.
Take them at 6. The defense is too good to not put them up there. Same with the Browns. I mean, but I just think that offense, it doesn't compare to us right now. We don't know what the hell Deshaun Watson is. So Nick Chubb's the same thing. We don't even know their quarterback. Is Chubb going to be able to play? So the Dolphins you can make a case for, absolutely.
Yeah, you could.
That's just a little bit of bias, and that's because we know the potential they have. Again, heading into 2024. But I like the Jets at 6. So.
What's your pick?
Oh, so this is 7 here? Okay, so I have... Man. Oh, I feel like I have to just throw the Birds there. I feel like the Eagles at 7 is risky. It's risky because they don't have Jason Kelce anymore. They're gonna rely on Cam Jurgens to fill his role. The secondary still has some question marks, but they did draft, I think it was Quinyon Mitchell. Probably is going to be a very good cornerback there. Is Kellen Moore just going to lead them into success? Is he going to be calling the right plays where Jalen Hurts not only is just running tush pushes, but is running RPOs, is throwing the ball and slinging the ball? We know they have the weapons. So, I mean, just this the addition to Saquon, you got to they're ascending. I like them at 7.
I'm going Packers.
Wow.
I think that team takes a step up this year.
Wow. At 8.
They looked really good down the stretch last year. It looked like a team that kind of came together and figured it out.
For sure.
They figured out hamstring injuries. They've been going to Northwestern, I believe, and they figured out hamstring injuries. They spent about $13 million. I'm being serious.
No, I'm listening.
I only talk absolutes, Mike, and they did it. $13 million or something on hamstring injuries at the University of Northwestern or whatever it was. Dude, you got to stop clicking that.
I just broke it.
It is crazy.
I just broke it.
It's
so
crazy.
I broke it.
He can't stop it. It's like
This is ADHD.
It's insane. Can we get him a number 2 pencil for the rest of this
I'm
time?
gonna bring one. I have
Like,
one in the car.
dude,
I broke it. I didn't click
mean
it.
like a wooden one. Not
I
one of those
have
one.
one in the car.
Yeah, no, we're getting him a wooden pencil so that he can't click it. And if he starts hitting it on his head, it's like he doesn't get a pencil anymore. It's crazy, dude. Yeah, so Packers at 8.
All right, guys. All right, so
This might be a little bit out of left field. I'm putting the Rams here. I
Wow.
like the Rams.
Wow.
Their defense has fallen off a little bit with Aaron Donald leaving, but their offense has not fallen off whatsoever. They got
like it.
Kyron Williams now, who just broke out last year. Puka broke out. Stafford's still doing his thing. I like the Rams.
All right. I like it.
Man.
All right, so number 10. So now we all are going to go around and make a case. You get where's a phone that we could use? Let's do 30 seconds. Or how long should we do? 20 seconds to state your case for a team at number 10. Is that fair?
Sure, go ahead. You hold it because
We'll
I don't want to get...
We'll gas hold it.
All right, guys, go ahead.
Just let us know when to start. So when he says start, when he's going to click it when he says start, and then you have to start.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Go.
I got to put the Dolphins at 10. I mean, they still have Tyreek Hill. Almost was number 1 receiver in the league last year. Tua's going to get paid. They have, again, their unit's more collective than ever. They're a fast team. Very nervous about the defense. If they can stay healthy, I think 10. They might even be further. So Dolphins at 10.
All right. I'm ready to go.
Ready?
Yep.
Go.
The Cowboys fan me wants to put them at 10. Everybody knows that. Everybody feels it coming. But I have to say the Dolphins have to be there. I would be a troll to put the Cowboys there. I would. So I'm going Dolphins. I guess we didn't really have to all state our case. I feel like Gas is going to follow us, aren't you?
Well, if he doesn't,
I
then
actually
we'll...
did want to say Miami, but since you guys said it, I won't say it. I'm going to say Cincy.
Okay, make the case because they were the other one in my brain.
Cincy, recent Super Bowl team along with the Rams. I like recent Super Bowl teams. Joe Burrow's coming back. I mean, they got a good defense. They got the pieces on offense. They got everything pretty much. They got the head coach. They've been there before, and they're going back to the playoffs this year.
All right, so
the reason why...
it's 2-1 Dolphins, but we got to figure out how we're going to decide this.
So the reason why I'm so sketched out about the Bengals is because of all of this. I just feel like we know that Jamar Chase is the wide receiver 1 there. Joe Burrow's health kind of scares me. I feel like he will come back and be that guy. What is T. Higgins there? What is Zach Taylor there?
T. Higgins, he's going to play another year because he has to. Then he's out. I like Jermaine Burton a lot. I know he's a rookie.
Yeah.
He's a mid-round pick, but he's from Bama, and we like him.
I want to add something about T. Higgins quick. I think that whole he has to play another year because he has to is going to...
Exactly.
It's massive.
Yes.
It's massive, and I don't mean that in a negative way. It's a very positive way for the Bengals because you've seen guys like this where they have 1 year left.
And they drop out their
out,
value.
Right? But he has to show out. He has to if he wants to get paid. Like, if he goes out there and it's just crap all year, he's not getting anywhere close to what he got this year. He has to go ball out.
I will say...
So I actually
go ahead.
love that Bengals pick because that wide receiver room's looking up in my mind because of that.
Sure.
But you're taking the Bengals over the boys right now? Like,
No.
seriously? No?
No.
Then it's Miami.
Sure.
Like, because I'm taking the boys over the Bengals.
I was just saying that because the bank, like we're talking about.
The only thing...
Dolphins are going to have a better season than probably like 4 teams that are ahead of them. Let's
Yeah.
be honest with ourselves. That's probably what's going to happen.
They're so fast.
But we all know what the Dolphins do, and they're going to get paired up with the Chiefs or the Ravens, and it's going to be cold, and they can't play in the cold. So it's like when you look at the whole season, and that's kind of what we're doing here. We're making rankings for what we think it's going to be throughout the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
And the Dolphins probably should be the 10 spot or 11 spot, but I think they're the 10 spot.
For me,
Are we all good with that?
Yeah, I just wow.
It was empty.
I just have another thing real quick. Like, I feel like when you look at the divisions, though, we every single year we say this, and every single podcast channel, whatever you want to call it, says the same thing. The AFC North is always the toughest division. Yeah. I mean,
well, that's why I said they got to win the division.
The Browns have probably one of the best defenses in the league. The Ravens are number 2 according to us. The Steelers, you never can count them out, and then you got the Bengals. Like, let's. I asked this last year. I don't know if you guys remember this. It was like fact or fiction. The Bengals are not going to win division, and we were like, fiction. That's bullshit. They're winning the division. Look at what do they end up 3rd, 4th almost? Granted, Joe Burrow injury, but I think losing. Okay, first off, they had a great draft, in my opinion. Jermaine Burton, you got a guy like Amarius Mims, a good O-line. Good old lineman. They had a lot of solidified like studs in the draft that they just took, and they're like, you know what, SEC school, let's take him and we'll develop him from there. Really good draft. Their defense, losing Jesse Bates. I mean, we've seen how he played on the Falcons, dude. That's a big. I know he's a safety, big loss in my opinion. But again, the only thing that I have against the Dolphins too is that defense. Again, they drafted Chop Robinson. They got faster on offense with Malik Washington. Like, they are just fast.
It's not going to matter if you outscore everybody.
No, I mean, they are just super fast. And
they have the coolest coach.
Once Tua gets paid, I think he's just going to destroy.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't get paid, he's just going to destroy. I just think they're going up. Huh?
He got paid.
He got the contract already?
Tua, yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
he's the highest paid QB in the league.
No, you're capping. When?
Are you serious?
A couple weeks ago, like last week.
Are you serious? Why did I miss this?
Are you serious?
No, y'all pull my leg. I did not
No,
see
we're
this.
not.
Highest paid QB in the league.
Yeah, he's been it for a few weeks.
Oh, God.
Would you like to apologize?
I apologize for not knowing my shit. Dude, are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy shit, bro.
Right after what's-his-name got the contract.
Why did I not see this?
I thought you were saying it as like,
I did not see this.
When he
got paid, and that set the market, and then Tua got paid.
So what's he getting a year?
A lot.
Yeah, but it's a lot.
He's probably getting like 60
The most.
a year.
He's getting the most.
You know what, though? Honestly, good for the Finns. Even though I hate the Finns, shout out to Carlo. Good for them because they finally found their quarterback. Mm-hmm. Like, who was it? Marino.
Yeah.
Marino was their last guy.
Jay Cutler.
Cigarette Jay Cutler. Like, dude, they found their guy. Good for them.
So I have an idea before we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, and we all say a team that we're going to like. So we'll go. Who's going to come in first in the AFC North? Who's going to come in second, third, and fourth? And
just for the AFC North.
Just the AFC North, because we got to figure this out.
3, 2, 1, say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever team you think is going to come in first.
Go ahead. Go.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Ravens. Easy.
Second place. 3, 2, 1. Browns. What'd
you said Steelers? Cincy.
All right, so third place. 3, 2, 1. Steelers.
Cincy. Holy shit. We're off.
What'd you say?
Steelers.
Me too.
I said Cincy. And then you guys got the Browns coming in fourth.
No, I have the Bengals coming in fourth.
Bengals, okay.
But then you have the Steelers coming in fourth, and
Steelers at 9 and 8.
Coming in fourth.
Steelers at 9 and 8 in fourth place. Is that even possible?
Browns coming in last. AFC North.
Well, I'd hope you like that take, being that you just did it. No, I actually do like that. I think it's between. Yeah. I have the Bengals coming in fourth.
That's
we were just arguing from the 10th team.
Bro, like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? That might be as bad as me not knowing Tua's contract. Oh, dude, I got to tell you something. Back to golf real quick. I played 9 with Logan. Shout out to Logan. Kurt again. Shout out to Curdy. And Velasquez. Shout out to you, bro. On hole 8, par 3. Hit his shot over the porta potty, over the trees. I aimed at the wrong hole on my chip. Shot at the hole 1. Shot at hole 1. Granted, I got a bogey on it. I don't know.
If you were actually aiming for hole 1,
I probably would have parred it.
A good shot.
Don't work yourself up over this. We were just bullshitting.
So on hole 8, you hit your drive.
No, hole 8 was a par 3. And that's the back pin is like right next to the hole 1 pin.
Hole 8, par 3.
Yes, porta potty and then trees on the executive 9 at Bethlehem.
Oh, at Bethlehem. I was thinking Sawmill.
No, bro.
I was trying to figure out how you could have possibly hit it at the first hole.
Where my shot was, like right in line.
Yeah,
was,
I got it.
Okay, so it's not too bad, but I did not see not see the green whatsoever. Yeah, it was embarrassing.
It's crazy.
That's a first for me.
It's crazy because like the 8th green, you kind of have to go over it to get to the first one. It is crazy.
Yeah, Logan's like, wrong hole, dumbass. I'm like, why'd you tell me before, dude? The fuck? He was like, nah, I saw your swing. I'm like, why is he swinging so hard? Shot at the wrong hole. But is that it? No more football. We're done. Any Euro talk before we leave?
No.
Okay, no
Nothing.
Euro
I got
talk.
nothing.
Yeah, so
That's
keep
it.
liking, keep subscribing. Thanks for again. Shout out to the boys at the 18 for having us. We're out of here.
We're out of here. Peace.